Hi guys, this is Mr. Gore coming at you with Screencast number 10 for this academic school year. We've got a lot to get into, so let's go ahead and get started. With our big question for the day, we're still teaching monkeys how to draw. Now, that's not to say that you all are monkeys, it's just to emphasize how easy it truly is to create good design. So I want you to start thinking about that as we work through the design process. Okay, what are those skills and techniques that you can use to help make design easy for you, but also effective. Okay? All right, a couple of things on the agenda. The first one we're going to get to right now. That's the design expectations. We're going to review the rubric and the task sheet. And then finally, we're going to talk about what you're going to do tomorrow in class, which is beginning to sketch your initial designs. All right, let's jump into it. I want to take a look at our rubric. It's on our Moodle page under Search and Support, Design. You can see it right here, Design Rubric and Task Sheet. I've got it opened up in a separate page so it's easier to view. Now here's your task sheet. I'm going to go over this. I'm going to kind of read it to you, but I want you to pay attention because there's some important points here. Okay, you are now the designer. You will need to develop your idea through a series of sketches and drawings in your sketchbook. You should provide a clear evolution of loose ideas to a final design, okay, based on your group's design specifications. From this, you will provide a final design that shows three different views. That's your top view, your front view, and your side view. You should all be accustomed to that now. And you're going to provide labels of all the working parts on your robot, okay? So that means all the sensors. That means any gears that you may include. That means the part of the robot that's going to hold the survival kit, any sort of wheels, turning wheels, spinning wheels, anything that you put on there that moves and serves a function, you need to label it. And this is why. This final drawing should be clear to viewers of what is intended by you, the designer, and, this is key, require no verbal explanation. Okay? In other words, you should be able to present your final design to your group. They take a look at it, they read the labels, and they understand it without you having to explain it. Okay, we're going to ask you to use a ruler so that you make sure all your straight lines are straight. And if you're going to make circles, make sure to use a compass or to trace something that's circular, because for final designs, the expectation is that all lines are straight and all circles are circles. Okay, once you have created your final design, you're going to evaluate your own final design based on the pros and cons of how well it fulfills each one of your design specifications. Now remember, you're designing towards your specifications, so the design should meet all of your specifications, but you're going to discuss its pros and cons. Certainly it'll meet some better than others. Then your group will assess the designs, okay, and use your own evaluation of the pros and cons to decide which one of your group's final design will be chosen to be created for the challenge. Once you've done that, each member will write their own justification telling why they chose that particular final design. Okay, let's take a look at the rubric. Here it is. The first thing, just like we said, you're going to create a clear series of drawings that lead to your final design, showing clear evidence of a development development from idea to final design. I'm going to show you an example you've already seen. This artist here with the razor has clearly done that. Has created a series of different designs from many different perspectives with even detailed drawings of different parts showing the clear development of that design idea from initial design towards something that's closer to a final design. That's what we're going to expect for you to do. And once you have created that evolution and you're close to what you believe is a final design, you're going to create that final design in three views, and it should be of appropriate quality, meaning it's very clear and requires no verbal explanation. Then you are going to thoroughly explain the pros and cons of the final design by evaluating against the design specifications your group chose, and each member of your group will then decide upon which one of the final designs you want to use for your create stage and justify that based on the design specifications. That's 5 minutes, and I am out of here. See you tomorrow. Don't forget to finish your homework.